time for the Personal Finance Corner. Faye is here to walk us through the discussion today. Faye, what's up for discussion?
Well, actually, we keep talking about making investments, but there's a checklist that we have to keep in mind before we start our investments, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me bring in Certified Financial Planner Gaurav Mashruwala. Gaurav, thank you for joining us. Now, so many investors start a portfolio by buying one investment or the other without really considering their need for insurance. Give us a checklist of what we should keep in mind when we're starting a portfolio.
I understand that many people end up getting into a situation where insurance is not an appropriate product or not sufficient. Now, whenever you're starting new, the things that one should follow is, one is look at contingency fund. Keep aside about 3 to 6 months monthly mandatory expense aside. So that in case there is income loss for whatever reason, there is contingency fund. After that, look at health insurance so that there is enough cover in case of ailment. Invariably, people jump into investments and invest into mutual funds, FDs, etc. without looking at health insurance. And if there is an illness, then whatever has been saved gets eroded. So ensure that there is enough health insurance. Either your employer is providing if you're salaried, or you have it on your own. Next, look at life insurance. Now, what should be looked into here is that, is the death or financial loss to family. So all those earning members of the family whose death will be a financial loss should be covered with life insurance. Now, while looking at health insurance, going back, the things that should be kept in mind is, one, how much cover your employer is giving, how much do you need it. Second is the city that you live in. Your healthcare costs are dependent on the city and the area that you live in. If the hospitals within your vicinity or city that you are living in is high on healthcare costs, then you require higher cover, otherwise a moderate cover will do. When you are looking at it, you want to find out, is there any cashless treatment? If it is, how many hospitals, what are the networking, nursing homes nearby? Get all the information about how much room charges will be reimbursed. Are there any maximum cap on room charges, ICU, etc. That's as far as health insurance is concerned. When it comes to life insurance, please consider life insurance from the risk of covering death of a family member and not from investment perspective. Invariably, people end up purchasing life insurance thinking they are not going to die. So what they want is, they want that in case there is no death, they should get their money back. Now, any of those insurance products which gives your money back to you at certain point of time, either lump sum or in bits and pieces, have heavy investment component, and with heavy expenses that insurance companies charge, your returns get compromised, number one. Number two, because you're paying high premium, you're going to compromise on the sum assured, as there is only X amount of money that you have for insurance premium. So ideally opt for term plan, which is the purest form of insurance and the cheapest one, and take the cover to the extent of financial loss that a family will suffer in case of death of an earning member.
And Gaurav, also there's the critical illness policies. Do you recommend we buy independent critical illness policies as well?
When it comes to critical illness, a lot of health plans would have critical illness built in. Or there are a couple of life insurance policies where you take critical illness cover as a rider. Now, if these two are not there, then you can purchase an independent critical cover, but that should not be the standalone thing. So it should be in addition to the basic health plan that you have. Many times we see people taking only critical illness cover and not having any kind of basic health insurance. That is not recommended. So I just repeat, when it comes to getting portfolio construction or beginning your investments, first look at contingency fund, then move to health insurance, check how much your employer is giving, how much you have it on your own. Look at life insurance from the risk of covering death of earning members of the family. As far as critical illness is concerned, it should not be the only critical illness cover, it should be in addition to the basic health insurance plan.
All right, Gaurav, many thanks for giving us that entire list of what we should do before we buy our first investment.